There are great movies for you to watch right now, absolutely free, over on YouTube. In today's list, I'm going to review some of these fan favorite classic films that are definitely worth checking out, even if you've already seen them. Welcome back to Screen Selections, where we help you pick what's best for your screen. Our first free movie on YouTube is a 1985 film directed by Robert Zemeckis and is considered by many to be one of the greatest movies ever made. The film, originally titled Spaceman from Pluto, features legendary actors, one of the coolest cars in cinematic history, and an insane amount of memorable lines such as, "I'm your destiny." Can you guess this movie?
Marty leads an ordinary life.
No McFly ever amounted to anything in the history of Hill Valley.
Well, history is going to change.
Back to the Future, released in 1985, is a groundbreaking science fiction film directed by Robert Zemeckis that stars Michael J. Fox as teenager Marty McFly and Christopher Lloyd as the eccentric inventor Dr. Emmett Brown. The plot follows Marty as he accidentally travels back to 1955 in a DeLorean-turned time machine, inadvertently disrupting his parents' meeting and jeopardizing his own existence. With a budget of only $19 million, the film was a box office sensation, grossing over $381 million worldwide. Its success spawned two sequels, establishing it as a beloved trilogy. The film's innovative special effects, engaging storyline, and memorable characters have left an indelible mark on pop culture, inspiring numerous adaptations, merchandise, and a dedicated fan base. Back to the Future remains a quintessential 1980s classic, celebrated for its imaginative narrative and its enduring appeal. Be sure to drop us a comment letting us know your favorite scene in Back to the Future. Our next free movie on YouTube you probably already guessed. And thank you, YouTube, for doing this. Back to the Future Parts 2 and 3. Picking up right where we left off on our list, now you can go and complete the entire trilogy for free on YouTube. The Back to the Future trilogy, directed by Robert Zemeckis, is a seminal science fiction series that follows the adventures of teenager Marty McFly, as we already said, and eccentric scientist Dr. Emmett Brown. And also, as we already mentioned, the first film released in 1985 became a cultural phenomenon with its blend of humor, innovative special effects, and memorable characters. The sequels, however, released in 1989 and 1990, expanded on the original success by exploring complex time travel scenarios and revisiting iconic moments from different perspectives. The trilogy is celebrated for its engaging storytelling, cohesive narrative across three films, and its influence on pop culture. Its legacy endures through various adaptations, merchandise, and continued fan devotion. Back to the Future really is one of the most beloved and successful franchises in film history. Our next free movie on YouTube right now is a 2004 biographical film. It just so happens the lead actor in the film is a classically trained pianist, which helped the project immensely. Also, the movie's lead wore prosthetic eyelids, rendering him effectively blind for up to 14 hours a day during filming. Can you name this movie?
Ray, we've never done that before.
That's a better deal than Sinatra gets.
Ray, released in 2004, is a biographical film directed by Taylor Hackford, chronicling the life of legendary musician Ray Charles, portrayed by Jamie Foxx in a career-defining performance. The film explores Charles's journey from his humble beginnings in the South to his rise to stardom, his struggles with blindness, and his battles with addiction. Ray was met with critical acclaim, particularly for Fox's portrayal, which earned him an Academy Award for Best Actor. The film also received praise for its engaging narrative and musical sequences, capturing the essence of Charles's groundbreaking influence on music. At the box office, Ray was a commercial success, grossing over $124 million worldwide against a budget of approximately $40 million. Its critical and commercial success solidified its status as a significant biographical film, celebrating the legacy of Ray Charles and his enduring impact on the music industry. The next free movie available on YouTube right now is a 1990 epic Western film. It was the lead actor's first time directing a feature film. The original cut of the film was over 5 hours long and would eventually be edited down to just under 3 hours for the theatrical release, though a 4-hour extended version would later be released. Can you guess this movie?
Go home!
Dances with Wolves, released in 1990, is an epic Western film directed by and starring Kevin Costner. The film tells the story of Lieutenant John Dunbar, a Union Army officer who befriends a tribe of Lakota Sioux and immerses himself in their culture while stationed at a remote outpost. Renamed Dances with Wolves by the tribe, Dunbar's journey explores themes of identity, loyalty, and the clash between Native American and European American cultures. The film received widespread critical acclaim for its storytelling, direction, and respectful portrayal of Native American culture. It was a box office success, grossing over $424 million worldwide against its $22 million budget. Dances with Wolves won 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director, and is credited with revitalizing the Western genre. Its legacy endures as a landmark film that brought greater awareness and appreciation of Native American history and culture to mainstream audiences. The next free movie on YouTube for you to go check out was a 2013 action comedy film. The movie was based on a comic book series of the same name. The film boasted 2 iconic leads that made for quite the duo. In fact, many of the comedic exchanges between them were improvised, and the movie has been praised for their natural chemistry and improvisational skills. Did you guess this movie? If so, I'll be pretty impressed.
What's your plan?
I got a plan. I mean, I'm capable of coming up with a plan.
I'm not capable. I'm just saying you haven't told me. What is it?
I'm working on it.
Two Guns, released in 2013, is an action comedy film starring Denzel Washington and Mark Wahlberg as 2 undercover agents from different agencies who were unknowingly investigating each other. As they attempt to infiltrate a drug cartel, they find themselves on the run after a failed attempt to steal money from a bank, discovering deeper conspiracies and corruption along the way. The film received mixed reviews from critics who praised the chemistry and performances of Washington and Wahlberg, but criticized the plot for being formulaic. Despite this, Two Guns performed well at the box office, grossing over $131 million worldwide against a $61 million budget, and garnered a positive response from audiences for its entertaining blend of action and humor. Our next movie that is free on YouTube right now is a 2016 film that boasted quite the diverse ensemble cast. Most of the actors underwent extensive training with firearms to prepare for their roles as gunslingers. This film is actually a remake from a 1960s classic. Can you guess the movie?
Took a job looking for some men to join me. Is it difficult? Impossible.
The Magnificent Seven, released in 2016, is a Western action film directed by Anton Fuqua and a remake of the 1960 classic, which itself inspired by Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai. The film stars Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, Ethan Hawke, among others, as part of a diverse group of 7 outlaws or bounty hunters and hired guns who band together to protect a small town from a ruthless industrialist and his private army. The movie received mixed reviews from critics who appreciated the cast performances and the action sequences, but felt it lacked the depth and originality of its predecessors. Despite the mixed critical reception, The Magnificent Seven was a moderate box office success, grossing over $160 million worldwide against a $90 million budget, and was generally well received by audiences for its entertaining and modern take on the Western classic genre. Our next pick for the best free movies on YouTube right now is a 2007 comedy. The lead actor is a well-known comedic genius. In fact, he's considered one of the greatest of all time, and he underwent extensive prosthetic makeup to portray multiple characters in the film. The main character in the movie was initially conceived as a sketch for Saturday Night Live in the early 2000s. Did you guess this movie?
Meet a nice guy.
Norbit!
Norbit, released in 2007, is a comedy film directed by Brian Robbins and starring Eddie Murphy in multiple roles, including the titular character Norbit. The film follows Norbit, a meek and mild-mannered man who is trapped in a loveless marriage with the overbearing and manipulative Rasputia. When Norbit's childhood sweetheart Kate returns to town, he finds himself torn between loyalty to Rasputia and his feelings for Kate. Norbit received mostly negative reviews from critics who criticized its reliance on crude humor and stereotypical characters. However, the film found success at the box office, grossing over $159 million worldwide against a $60 million budget. Despite its divisive reception, Norbit has garnered a cult following among fans of Eddie Murphy's comedic style and remains popular for its over-the-top characters and memorable moments. That's going to do it for us today for the best free movies on YouTube right now. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for future videos like this one, where we break down what's coming to the major streaming platforms and helping you pick what's right for you. Thank you for having us on your screen, and good luck with your selections, and I'll see you next time on Screen Selections.